What is up, everyone? Vic Time here, bringing an episode of, guess what? Look at the bottoms of the screen. Grenades. Yes. I'm gonna show you guys everything about the explosion weapons, including these. The grenade launcher as well, and the M21 grenade. We have the makeshift grenade, the toxic grenade, the flare, and the Molotov cocktail. I'm gonna show you guys everything, and before you guys ask why didn't I use it on enemies, the simple reason is, or answer is, because enemies move depending on the direction where you throw the grenade. They're gonna move away from the grenade. I could use a friend, or I could use the grenades on myself, but that would be wasting resources. I hope that covers that little thing, but I'm gonna get to the main part of the video, an explanation of the grenades and the damage and radius. So, which grenade is the best? We will find out. And if you didn't know, you will know. We're gonna start off with a makeshift grenade. The makeshift grenade, you could actually make it yourself in gear. Right here, you need cans, gunpowder, rope, and nails. You could also make it on the work table to make grenades. And the Molotov cocktail is right here. You don't need a table. You could just make it with empty glass bottles, ethanol, oil, and cloths. We go to the ammo, and we have the homemade grenades here, and then you can make it in the pyrotechnic tables. But anyways, let's get down to the real thing. We're gonna go into the backpack, and we're gonna go into the makeshift grenade, and we're gonna look at info. Right here is where you're gonna get all the details that you need for all the grenades, which one best fits you, whether you want to waste resources to make these grenades or just find them randomly in parts of the map. Anyways, the makeshift grenade, explosive damage, it is 90. It is right here. It deals damage, not significant. People can heal from them with painkillers. The radius is 7.0. Those are the two main things you need. You don't need to worry about the durability because it's a grenade. All you have to do is just throw it. That's 100% regardless. It goes from 100 to 0% instantly once it blows up. Conventional damage, once you hit somebody, it deals this much. So if you get a direct hit, it deals 30 damage. And attack rate, well, you don't reload, you just get it off. So basically this has nothing to do with you reloading. But the two main things you really want to pay attention to is the damage, the explosion damage, which is 90, and the radius, which is 7. The radius is how far away will you feel it from where it exploded. So now that you have the 90 here for the makeshift grenade, let's move over to the toxic grenade. In the toxic grenade, it is 50 damage with the explosion, but this one is 12 radius, so it's a little bit further out, so you'll feel it a little bit further out from where it exploded, and it'll deal less damage from the initial explosion. And the plus to it deals 30 poison damage per second, I believe. And like I said, it goes from 100% to 0% as soon as it blows up. It deals 10 damage. If it gets a direct hit, then it explodes. And then the attack rate, that's like the reload. Don't worry about that. So basically, on the explosion, it deals 50 damage on the explosion if the explosion is right with you. But if it's further away from you, it's gonna deal less damage. That's the purpose of me now blowing up these grenades on players, bots, or enemies. So we're gonna move over to the flare gun. And the reason I have the flare gun here is because it has 10 explosion damage. 10 explosion damage no matter what. Right here it has the burn damage, so it's gonna give you damage over time. So make sure you have water bottles and water balloons, or else you'll be burned by clicks. And then the radius is 5, so that's really close. You need to be close from the explosion. And the reload is 2.5 because it's the flare. You gotta shoot once, then you gotta reload with another flare ammunition. And the capacity is 1, so it's pretty much like you're just throwing a grenade, but you gotta reload your gun. Effective damage is 50. If you hit somebody, it's 50 damage no matter what. It's a bullseye. Hit them in the chest, legs, is 50 damage no matter what. Bullet damage is 28. So if you have the bullseye, effective range. Oh no, this is the range. This is the damage. Oh, I misread. I'm like looking at a different direction than from the main screen. But this is the damage. So you 28 no matter what. You have to hit them in the leg, chest, or whatever. It's 28 damage. So the reason I put the flare gun next to the Molotov cocktail is because of the burn damage, which is right here. So you hit them with the Molotov cocktail, then you hit them with the flare gun. You do double the burn damage. So that's added bonus to both of these. So the Molotov cocktail, it deals explosion damage of 10. The radius is 4, so that's less than the flare gun. And right here it does burn damage of 25, so it burns a lot more over time than the flare gun. It's 25 on here, and this is 7. So you got 25 plus 7 is 32. So you have 32 damage over time that will decrease their life. Now, we're gonna go to these, which I believe are the 2 best grenades in the game. First, we're gonna look at the M21. The M21 grenade, it has a conventional damage of 110. So if you hit them directly, it's gonna deal 110. So that's automatic. If you throw the grenade and you miss, it deals no damage. The damage it will do though, if you are right within the explosion radius, which is 8, the closer you are to the main explosion, the more damage is gonna deal you or them. So it is 120 damage on explosion. The closer you are to the explosion, the more damage it's gonna do to you. And the radius, so if you are further away from the radius of the explosion, it's gonna do less damage. We're going to the grenade cannon. It's the grenade launcher, of course. That's how I say it. So it's cannon in the game. So conventional damage, it'll do 30 on impact. Hit them body shot or leg shot or headshot. The explosive damage is 150, so this is the most damaging explosion damage there is in the game. The closer you are to the explosion, the greater the damage. The further away from the explosion, the less damage. Reload time is 1.5, 1 second and a half. Effective damage will be 50. The movement speed, this is the only one that does the movement speed, which reduces your speed, like instead of you running, you're jogging. It feels that way. And then the radius is 18, so it's a hell of a lot of radius where the explosion is felt. Like in every explosion radius, the closer you are to the explosion, the more damage it does. So if you're in the explosion area and it exploded right on your feet, it will definitely do 150 damage to you. Say you are at exactly 18 radius away, it will do, I would say, about 50 damage. So yeah, that's the main purpose of this video. I'm not going to talk about anything else. It's basically grenades, explosions, and the radius. The durability, of course, as you can see, the HP bar is low, so it's at 34%. But anyways, hope you guys know. Oh, ammo capacity 8, of course, yep. Just letting you guys know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give a comment, like the video, and subscribe. Until then, I will not be making another video for a couple of days, but I will go live within the next day or two. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this made sense, and you guys have a great day, night, and a happy, beautiful life. Later.